Alright, hey everyone. The Shan here, back with now the second topic discussion that I wanted to talk about. And the topics that I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be the Netflix issue, which is the password sharing, as well as just two of the Space Jam characters and how like the process went on with them, and the last one being what has been running around in the news, which is the girl coughing and assaulting the Uber driver, which I thought it was dumb. But we're gonna go in depth with my opinion and everything else. But let's see how this one goes. The person I wanted to start off with the obviously with the Space Jam characters, and one character in the from Looney Tunes that has been very controversial was obviously the skunk Pepe Le Pew. And if you don't know Pepe Le Pew, I think in this video it just shows like a little clip of it. So I'll show it to you guys all, and let's see how you'll see what they're gonna mean by later.
The courtship is over. Getting there is
Cancel culture now coming for Looney Tunes characters. The French skunk Pepe Le Pew has reportedly been cut from the upcoming Space Jam sequel after a New York Times columnist claimed the character perpetuates rape culture. That new
Okay, so yeah, that's what basically that's why they canceled. And obviously, when people were saying that the skunk Pepe Le Pew, um, they said that he was glamorizing rape culture. My question when it came to this was kind of like, what were the people thinking? Okay, because I know it's obviously going with that stance that it goes with that kind of culture, but obviously some people when I was looking through Twitter, how they were saying it was just a cartoon. But yeah, but like here's my like opinion. Like if people had such a problem with how he acted and how he was portrayed, then why didn't they try to stop him, or why didn't they try to stop it way back then? Because obviously his character has been running for such a long time that like like if you see in the clip right here, it shows like it's way back then. And obviously it's so dumb to now try to go and try to take action, being that it has been a long time that this has been let off the hook, or just just has been around. But there has been other things that have been way worse with cartoons that had offensive things. And obviously they try to go with Pepe Le Pew because of him appearing in Space Jam and how he stands out as a character. But I also checked out in a news that supposedly in the Space Jam 2 movie there was going to be a scene where they were going to talk about consent and he was going to be involved in it. So basically it would have been a difference because it would be going with Pepe Le Pew finally realizing that what he did was wrong, and that to change his manners of how he was to into someone that's different. But I don't know. The media is the media, and that's how it's gonna go. People obviously are defending him, and like how I said, from my opinion, they should have done something back then instead of literally waiting so many years just to cancel him right at this point, letting it all go way back then and saying that it was okay back then. But I don't know. Oh yeah, and the second character that they were also talking about, but is probably not in this one, is the Lola Bunny. Where if you haven't seen the first Space Jam, she looked. They basically gave her a stance that she was too sexualized in the first one, and obviously the people wanted to take action and they redesigned her. And like I'm saying, like if people had problems with this, why didn't they go and try to fix this issue first before literally going and doing it now, because obviously these are things that people have to talk with and clarify, because obviously like if you do one thing, some people are going to get mad and other people are going to be asking like why did they change it so drastically and everything and this that and the third. But yeah, when it comes to stuff like this, it should have been talked way before making the final decisions and letting it out and being aired. But like I said, the media is the media, and people will be fighting and arguing over little things. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect from another other things going down the road from other movie TV characters. But yeah. The next topic that I wanted to talk about was obviously the Netflix password sharing issue that's been going around for I think like 2 weeks now. And yeah, here's another clip of just a little thing that they were talking about, and I'll go on from there from sharing my opinion. So let's see this.
Also have to reach out to them to get that extra password from their email account. And the idea here is, yeah, that's not a big deal. I mean, I'm definitely going to still do it, but it will slow down some people, and it will also slow down stolen accounts. So if your account is being used by someone you don't know, they'll go.
Okay, so basically, like how the guy was saying that now that obviously the issue is that there's a lot of people sharing their passwords for Netflix. It's basically Netflix is going to taking action by basically implementing another like little info box like that says that you need a code from them in order to be logged in, because if one person is sharing to another person's, like let's say like 5 hours from here, then obviously they're gonna get a notification saying do you live with this person, and like if you're not, then create an account and this that and the third. But obviously there's gonna be people that are gonna finesse the system out of that and are still gonna continue password sharing, because obviously it's people are gonna do what they want, because that's it's their money and they spend it however they want to spend it. And obviously the guy isn't afraid that he's password sharing, because like he is, and I know I know that a lot of people are doing the same also, and are probably not scared of the actions that are gonna happen after. But obviously, like I think it's a bad idea because of the fact that, well, yes, it will protect some people from those hacked accounts, and they finally get another sense of security in them to protect them. But when it comes to actual people with their actual accounts sharing it to other people, there's gonna be people that are gonna not listen to Netflix and are going to be continuing password sharing. But yeah, this is one thing that's giving both sides of the issue, being that it's a good action that they're doing it, because I think it involves with, since we're power sharing, they're rising up the prices. But other people are saying that this is just dumb and stupid, based on the fact that people are gonna oversee their changes that they're making and yet continue, or they're gonna go on with the fact of canceling their subscriptions in overall. But I don't know. I don't know, but like in my opinion, I think it's a bad idea. But I don't know. I haven't seen it fall through, and we'll see in a few weeks how this one goes. If it actually goes like in a positive direction rather than more of a negative direction. And yeah, that's all I got for this. Last topic that I wanted to talk about was this woman that's being known around everywhere, and I've seen a bunch of YouTubers talk about her, and it's the woman that took off her mask, started coughing on the Uber driver while assaulting him, and we'll see this clip just to explain a little bit of the video.
Five, asking a passenger to put on a mask turned into a horrifying experience for an Uber driver out of San Francisco. He says 3 unruly passengers harassed him and mocked him. The video really tells the story. It begins with a passenger taking off her mask and coughing. Another woman laughs and coughs. One of the women then steals the driver's phone and rips off his mask while they insult and threaten him. He believes he was targeted because of his race.
Okay, so yeah, this late, or more to say, these ladies are all in the wrong when it comes to obviously assaulting and harassing this guy just because he's a different race. And it really gets me on my nerve to see how people go with the with the blatant racism that, oh, they're not like me, so I have more the high ground to be harassing them and belittling them. But this is just wrong, and I'm glad that they all got what they deserve, which was getting banned from Uber or any other driving services. Because obviously, if they just limit her to just Uber, not to take, she's obviously gonna they're all 3 of them are probably all gonna go on and do the same and assault another person just because of their race. And it's so wrong. But and also, like, to throw in the fire, she goes on, besides assaulting and saying stuff to threaten him, she also has the audacity to cough. It's just for people to obviously be safe, and we could all do our part to overcome obstacles that we have like this right now, where we could finally all be able to enjoy, but limit all this racism that's happening around the world. Like, people need to comprehend that we're all the same. We're all human at the end of the day. Even if we die, we're all going to be judged equally. That's the thing. We're all going to be judged equally. But it all depends on how we were and based on our actions that we did. Because we're all human when it comes to people. But yeah. But anyways, let me know what you all think between those 3 discussion topics that I brought up. Like, how do you feel about the Netflix issue, about the Space Jam characters, or just how this lady was, or these ladies were, with the Uber driver, and how they treated him? Because I think it was all wrong, and they really need to get their things in check when it comes to stopping racism, especially, and think beyond saying that we're all human and we're all equal when it comes to race between everyone. But yeah. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next one.